Well, we're closing reInvent out with a bang. I think Werner Vogels' keynote today, as always, was excellent. There was a lot of very interesting information and a couple of very cool launches. We'll cover those in just a second. One thing I want to say is that Werner Vogels' keynote has almost always focused on developers, and I love that focus. I love seeing code on screen, on the big screen in the keynote stage. I think we don't get enough of that, and Werner always brings it home in a really powerful way that's very meaningful to developers. So let's talk about the launches. Well, the first launch was Application Composer. This seems to be a method for visually throwing together applications and generating a CloudFormation output. I am interested in this, but I need to do a little bit more of a deep dive on it, because if it's CloudFormation only, that's probably not as valuable as if it could also output something like CDK, or maybe CDK support is coming. I'll dive deeper, bring you more information on that later. Next, we got EventBridge pipes. I think EventBridge pipes is potentially one of the best launches of reInvent. I think what it does is it allows you to connect different disparate services together and move information streaming between them. Then we got Step Functions Distributed Map. You can think of this as serverless EMR, except it's accomplished through step functions. I think this would allow a lot of behaviors for cataloging data and kind of generating a moving average of data or something like that. But I don't know that it's going to be as performant as like a regular old EMR. We'll see. And then we hopped over and we got the AWS community hero, Angela from Trustpilot, speaking about how they have structured and built their serverless system. Then we found out that DynamoDB processes 10 trillion requests per day. That blows my mind. And then we got perhaps the most ambitious launch of reInvent, Amazon CodeCatalyst. I have to dive deeper on this one, but what it's supposed to be is a unified software development service that makes it faster to build and deliver on AWS. And I think, from the demos and the screenshots that I saw, it looked like you could select, oh, I want a Next.js app, and I want this sort of backend, and I want this sort of other thing. There seems to be a lot of other components along with it. Again, we'll bring you more later. Then there was the Ambit Scenario Designer. This is like an open source 3D tool suite. Unfortunately, I know nothing about 3D design or anything like that, so I can't say if that's good or bad. I don't know if this is even in the same realm as like Lumberyard, or if it's like a completely different thing. Maybe I'll get a chance to dive deeper on that one, but it's not really a focus for most of the people here at reInvent. Overall, I think this reInvent has gone super, super well, and we have a lot of fun things to play with. Developer Christmas has officially arrived, and now we get to spend the rest of the year playing around with all the new services and finding out what we can do that we couldn't do yesterday. Thank you so much for joining our coverage here at reInvent. We look forward to bringing you deeper dives on all of this later on kalent.com. Please join us on social media, join us on our website to learn more, and happy end of reInvent to 70,000 of my closest friends. I can't wait to see everybody at Replay tonight.